So I've done some body work down here on the bottom of the door, and I pulled a large dent, and then I went over it with some of the USC chromate and feathered it in. Now I'm going to put some USC icing on it. Basically this is just a finishing putty. But one thing I noticed though, which I never noticed before, is they got like a little rudimentary picture here of a pool of this, and then a little line of hardener representing how much hardener you should use. So if I was to do that, it would look like this. But this is kind of an opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it like that and see how this stuff reacts with their ratio. I'm actually gonna waste a little bit of materials here, but I don't really consider this a waste if it's for a demonstration or educational. Okay, so when you got some body filler, you go to mix it up. It kind of takes a while to get your ratios and how you want it to mix and how long you want it to last while you're spreading it. How fast you want it to get hard. Maybe you don't want it to get hard so fast. So there's not really there's a wrong way to do this, and you don't want to use too much hardener, but there's not really the perfect correct way to do it either. Everyone's shop's different and everyone's environment's different. So but what I like to do, that's not good. So that is, the compounds inside this are separated. Now you saw me kneading it, trying to mix it. That's not going to hurt anything. But it should be more of a solid coming out of there, not that goo. That's what you want there, consistency. But, I like to blend it a little bit, and then what you want to do is, and this takes a little bit of practice to do, but there's a lot of videos online that show how to do this, and those people do this way better than I do it. But I wanted to tell you a secret and a trick that has to do with after you spread this bondo or mix this bondo. Some people get upset when other people call it bondo, but it's not bondo, it's filler. I call it bondo. Spread this out like so, and you can leave it like this because the activators inside the filler are spread out and it cools. So what I was trying to get at was by spreading your fillers out, it stays cooler because it's not in a giant pile, where if all that activator's going on, that catalyst is making it hot and it tends to get hard fast. So if you spread it out a little bit, it stays a little cooler and it gives you a little more working time. So I've been doing this type of work since I was a kid in high school, which translates to 32 years of fucking with cars and body work, metal, engines, all different kinds of shit. And talking to a guy that I've been talking to online, another YouTuber, his name's Bondo Billy, smart dude, he's got some experience doing this stuff. He and I had this conversation on whether you should sand wet or dry. And I'm a firm believer in sanding dry for a number of different reasons. But this stuff here, this finishing glaze, finishing putty, you can sand it wet and it sands nice wet, but you don't have to soak it. All I do is throw a little bit of water on my sandpaper and then on the area, and it sands really nice like that, so you don't have to soak everything down. This just allows you to get a nice sand without clogging up your paper. Works really good. I have friends that are still working in body shops, and they do this for a living. And I don't know if they enjoy doing this or not anymore. I still talk to them, but I don't ask that question. I just don't want this to turn into a job, because I enjoy the hell out of doing this. And I've enjoyed it since I was a kid. And I don't want that to change. So you'll never catch me in a body shop. I don't want some guy yelling over my shoulder asking me when that car is going to be done. I like to take my time and work on them when I can. So if you get a chance to check out Bondo Billy's page, do it, because he does a lot of stuff and he does it every single day. He's doing body repairs, panel repairs, spreading Bondo, he's painting, he's priming. He's a good dude. So if you're doing this at home, areas like this are kind of a pain in the ass because you're down low, you're on your knees. You could jack it up a little bit, maybe even put it on some stands or something, but to get it higher, you might put it in an area that's even harder to work on. So when you're at home, I just do it like this, all right off the ground. Got a nice feathered edge right here. You can feel a little bit of an edge, but I'm gonna primer the shit out of this again, so it'll be all right. So sticking to this side of the truck, the passenger side, again, going back to talking to Bondo Billy the other day about 3M putty. This stuff, it's like a heavy primer. So what I did is I put a little bit of 3M putty in here. But see, I have an area right here, and it's deep. This is from the paddle. It's from the Bondo paddle, or the body filler paddle. And I couldn't see it with my eye, but I see it now that it has some primer down inside of it, and it's deep enough where I can feel it with my finger. You can probably actually hear it. But this right here, I wouldn't put this 3M putty over because it'll shrink, and it'll shrink inside of there. So right now it's going to be worth it for me to mix up a little bit of Bondo, just a dab, and put it over there. While I do that, I'm going to look around the truck for some other areas just like this, and if I need a little speck of body filler, I'm going to use it. This USC Plus body filler is like USC's premium, and it's so creamy. It's almost like they're glazing putty in a gallon can, but this stuff's really nice. And I'm using it for those small areas because it's so creamy and so smooth that right now I'm on the finishing aspect of doing the body work, and I don't want to get into the chromates or the other body fillers and start getting deep sand scratches again. So this right here, I'm mixing. This is actually going to be hot, so as soon as I mix it, I'm putting it down. I feel like I've been talking up USC's products a lot, and the truth is like they're not giving me nothing. I don't even know a single person that works at USC, so I've never talked to them. But 3M and Exalta, companies like that, like cornered the hell out of the market to the point where they charge $1 million for everything. and USC hasn't done that. Hopefully they don't do that, but that's why I have a lot of their stuff. That's why I've been using a lot of their stuff. But the truth is I don't want to spend $1 million for the same thing I can get right here. I would compare this with 3M Plus or 3M Premium Filler. So what I've been doing is nitpicking the hell out of everything. There's little spots that I'm trying to find. I'm going over this with like a fine-tooth comb to find little things like that. I'm getting ready to paint it, and I hope that I find every little thing. What I could do is, for an option, is spray it down with the primer one more time, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray it one more time, and then I'm going to guide coat the whole thing to final block sand it. It's usually what I do, and then we're painting it. But damn it, it's still fucking snowing. It started snowing again today. Okay, totally lied. It's not snowing right now, but it was. I'm like 99.9% sure the next video that I post, we're gonna be spraying some paint and some graphics, some clear coats. It's coming up.